episode 13 in August 2020, I talked a bit about what I call the new business automation toolkit. And I highlighted a few key components: RPA, workflow, AI and machine learning, application integration, and process mining technologies. And the work we've been doing for clients over the past year, we've developed this idea a lot further. And I want to share some of that work with you now. More and more, we're finding that the leading organizations are working to try to figure out how to develop and deliver automation strategies that cut across multiple different approaches and technologies. And on top of that, as anyone who's watched a few of these videos will know, enterprise software vendors have been piling into the automation space with acquisitions and partnerships. And this, of course, creates a lot of opportunity, but also confusion. So we've spent a fair bit of time looking across industries, business areas, and use cases with the aim of seeing if we could come up with a high-level map of how work works, with a particular focus on business operations of various kinds. Now, of course, what you can see here is a model, and all models are imperfect. But broadly speaking, we see that work happens when we get a request from a customer or another part of the organization. Very often requests are accompanied by documents, or documents need to be referred to. And knowledge, perhaps in the form of procedures or policies, is needed to figure out what to do. And the core of the work revolves around a set of tasks and decisions, which are often orchestrated by a workflow definition of some kind. You know, who needs to do what in what order. And lastly, as the work is done, people read and write business records of various kinds. Now, every box in this picture is a target for the application of both automation and intelligence technologies. But it's not only the execution of work that is being improved through automation and intelligence. We increasingly see the process of transformation and change as being accelerated and improved through technology. And what's more, the more we apply automation technologies, the more we create digital environments that create a kind of exhaust that we can mine for insights that can then be pushed back into the flow of work, the flow of decision making, and of course transformation. And this is the map across which vendors are currently spread, and the map that they're increasingly working to cover. And here you can see how the different technologies play. And it's a fragmented and complicated space, which is problematic for many organizations wanting to build strategies that really scale without the need to work with dozens of vendors. But of course, as I've already mentioned, vendors are rapidly partnering and acquiring to try and cover this map. And as I've said on multiple of these videos before, vendors are in a race to become orchestrators of ecosystems of automation and intelligence technologies. It's a kind of battle royale. To give you some simple examples, and these don't really get into how partnerships play and add value, I've quickly mapped out how UiPath, Celonis, and Appian have moved recently across the map. Here's UiPath, which from its core RPA business acquired process mining and application integration technologies. Here's Celonis, which from its core process mining and analytics business starting point acquired an application integration vendor and an event streaming data platform vendor. And here's Appian, which from its core as a broad and a business process application platform provider acquired process mining and RPA technologies. We found that a map like this is a great way to get organizations to think more deeply about what they need from an automation strategy, how they can apply intelligence within that strategy, and which vendors they might want to work with. I certainly expect it to continue to be useful over the next couple of years because we're going to see quite a lot more acquisitions and partnerships. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know what you think. As always, if you enjoyed this, please do the usual, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you again very soon. Cheers, everyone.